You're rocking with the best.
This episode of Inside the Lines with Ash and Sims is sponsored by the Enoch Agency, a full-service sports and media agency that manages the careers of professional athletes and on-air television talent.
The Enoch Agency offers a leading level of expertise in contract negotiations, media relations, I might need that, and draft preparation. And also, the agency holds not only the NBA, but NCAA and FIBA certifications, representing professional athletes both domestically in the U.S. and internationally. So, if you overseas, hit them up for sure.
Ooh, I'm going to sign up right now. For more information, visit their website, theenochagency.com.
But listen, you can't even play basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, just go visit the website. That's the Enoch Agency, ENOCH, agency.com.
Hornets, no timeouts. 6 seconds. 5. Walker with a 3 to tie. Yes!
We've seen it before. Newton drops straight back. There's a crossing route. McCaffrey. Touchdown. That's big time.
We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for. How silly is that? But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about?
What up?
Yeah.
Welcome into episode 25 of Inside the Lines with Ash and Sims. I'm Sims.
I'm Ash.
Why you trying to jump the gun?
I was,
You
right?
know how this goes by now.
I know, right? You kind of were slow with it, though.
I know. I'm trying to ease into this.
Yeah, you're still
thing.
in Jamaica.
I'm still in Jamaica time.
Man,
but,
we have a guest. Could you, introduce him, please?
Yeah, let's...
What's shaking?
What up? Anthony Morrow in the building.
NBA vet.
Yes, sir.
And Charlottean.
Yeah,
What'd you say, Charlotte Latin?
Charlotte Latin High School.
All Charlotte, everything. West Charlotte, down the street, West Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised, Charlotte Latin. Shout out to...
It's a beautiful thing to see you rep Charlotte. You don't see a lot of people, I don't say, you don't see a lot of people from Charlotte. I feel like it's, you, Curry's, and the baby.
That's it. That's
I feel like that's all I know right now.
That's the three.
We got some real...
No, I'm just playing.
Let
me not disrespect Kennedy Meeks and stuff.
Meeks, Jeff McGinnis back in the day. We got some more. I can't name
Ain't Fantasia from here too?
No, she's from High Point. Yeah.
But
we
got to rep as a state, man.
I was
we ain't got a whole
yeah.
Only
reason why I knew that is because one time I went on AAU tournament and it said "Welcome to the home of Fantasia Barrino," and I was like, "Oh my god!" At that point, I was like, "Oh my god, it's Fantasia."
Yeah, that's how you know. Is it part of Casey and JoJo from here? Or no?
Oh,
well, they
really?
from Concord. And
Casey and JoJo was from Concord?
Yeah, Canapolis or Concord. And they
both of them.
Yeah, they're my cousins too.
They your cousins?
Yeah.
What?
On my daddy's side.
Why we didn't put them on the podcast?
I can't get up. They still I ain't seen JoJo. I saw KC last 4th of July. He was at my
Let me tell you something.
house,
Say you having my baby.
Stop.
He still got
and you mean so much to
KC
me.
is still singing at the drop of a hat.
Yo, no, we seen some clips of him still performing.
He's
Right.
crazy.
Yo, Casey be getting it.
Yeah,
that is crazy. I did not know they were from.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
basically Charlotte.
Yeah.
I had no idea that.
Yep.
Dang,
I
and
don't
they
know
your
about
cousins.
Right.
One of them, it's one more. Devontae might be from surrounding areas too. But
Yeah, Devontae. Are you talking Graham?
I think so. No.
Oh, I was like,
Devontae.
Devontae.
You're
Oh,
like,
I was
no,
like,
he's from Raleigh.
Devontae.
Yeah.
I was like, he's from Raleigh.
Other
From
member of
Jodeci, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. I'm going to think about Casey and
Casey
JoJo.
and JoJo. Well, I mean, they're part of Jodeci, technically.
I mean, yeah, I forgot though. Do we ever talk about anybody outside of that but
Nah.
Casey and JoJo?
Nope.
Exactly.
out
It can't
to-
be JoJo and Casey. It's
Nah.
Casey and JoJo.
The
for a reason.
legendary ones.
Yes. Hey man, so let the people know what you've been up to, and you've been doing. First of all, you've been doing a lot around Charlotte. What's going on with your charities, and as well as the basketball front.
And more charities, man. I'll start with charities. We just basically just moving and shaking with everything that I kind of had planted seeds with while I was playing.
Right.
And now not playing and traveling like that, I got the opportunity to really be kind of way more hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
Went and hired a manager. Shout out to Vina Vaughn. Love her to death. She go hard for me. Right now, currently, we've been doing everything, in especially over here in West Charlotte.
Right.
All around the community, some stuff with combining and joining Hispanics and blacks, the youth, kind of making that one thing around the city and Hidden Valley areas. Everywhere where it's, poverty and, and just, a lot of unfortunate situations, violence and, gang stuff. We just trying to bridge that gap. Right now, currently, actually tomorrow morning, going to Martin Luther King Middle School. We can put a mental health program in there for about 15 to 20 kids.
Oh, dope.
That kind of need it, you know what I'm saying? And just doing a lot of different activities and working with them on communication, trust, and understanding to hold yourself accountable, anger management, etc. So
Do you do it? Are you doing a lot of that? Not only because I know you want to out of the kindness of your heart, but is it because as well, when you were younger, you didn't see a lot of guys coming back and doing that, or you did see a lot of guys coming back to speak to you guys when you were younger in school and at basketball camp, whatever it used to be?
they wasn't coming to my neighborhood. Nobody came down there.
Right.
I told Fred Whitfield that too. Shout out to Fred Whitfield. I told Fred, I said, Fred, I said, man, y'all didn't send that Charlotte Hornets van down to the hood, man. Not my hood.
Right.
Y'all went to specific places.
Because I remember when I covered that your event at the
I thank
activity
you for
center.
that,
Yeah,
for real, because that was big.
You know, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't gonna go hard or go deep into that, but I did a visual. Me and my homies did a visual for Nipsey Hussle.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
in North Charlotte, North Grand, but a spot called Mooney's. Black on OG.
Oh, great wings.
Yeah, you know what time it is. Yeah.
Shout out to the wings at
Man,
Mooney's.
straight up. And I told her, I was talking about it, and I told Vina to let all the news stations know, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And none of them came out, which is cool with me because I'm like, we got our own media. We got our own phones. Let's just get this. It's about something bigger than us anyway.
Hey, I didn't get it. I didn't hear that about it. So
No,
Well, I'm not on the news no more.
I
so
mean, it was
I would have came if I was still on the news.
No, it was all good, but I was just like, I'm like, man, some people was upset or whatever. I was like, they don't want to come over here like this.
Right. You know, if I was on the news, CCB would have been.
I know you always pulled up.
I would have got some wings
straight
too.
up. Yeah, but nah, it's I didn't see a lot of that growing up.
Right.
So like I always said, if I ever had an opportunity of anything, I would leave my legacy like that in my own city where I grew up at. One of the worst parts of this one of the worst parts of the city historically ever, and I made it out of that through the grace of God. So we got to go back before they gentrified and try to tear it down. They're trying to tear it down now.
They're doing that a lot in this city.
Yeah, it's going
They're
crazy.
gentrifying a lot of things. Do you feel like, also how you did the Nipsey visual, that it's kind of a scary thing too to see how much love and effort and time and money you can put back in the neighborhood, and that be the very neighborhood that takes you out as well?
Think about it every day. Every day. It's crazy. Not like as heavy as I was when it happened, because I actually met him. Like, we was cool. You know what I'm saying? And he had like crazy stuff going on that we didn't even like. I knew because I've been listening to him since like 2012, 13.
Right.
So he was saying this in his music, and then hearing his music evolve, and then the stuff he was talking about community-wise, business-wise, stem cell research, Dr. CB, all that stuff, you started seeing him actually doing it.
Right.
And then he got to the point where he put his first album out, and then it's like he on top of the world, and like all this stuff is going on, and then that happened to him right there in front of his store. Don't nobody deserve that, man. But
at all.
I think about it, but it's still, man, I'm like, look, it's self-awareness as much as we possibly can, stay locked in. But we got to give back. Shit, I don't care. I ain't never stopping.
Right,
It motivated me.
Right.
I ain't never stopping. So it is what it is.
let's talk about the playing career, because obviously played for 10 years in the league, close to it. Bounced around a couple.
I'm counting that year Portland cut me.
You should.
10.
Right. So where do things stand for you now, and you reflect back a little bit on what you were able to do during your time in the NBA?
It was a blessing, man. Undrafted, get to play that many years, get to, basically take care of your family and, do everything you need to do for your kids, trust funds and all that, obviously. But just playing and competing against the best, like I still can't believe it. Some days I'm like, damn, bro, I really played against like everybody.
Yeah.
Kobe, AI, everybody that was on my wall.
Yeah.
I got to
That's
play
who you
against.
played against.
And it wasn't like it was he gonna be like a top 5 pick, top 10 pick. I was like, I just knew it's hard to get drafted. I want people to respect me.
Right.
So all the dudes that was like ranked high and like prep stars and all this stuff, I got an opportunity to play against them without like a college coach or a structure and all this other shit. Excuse my language.
No, you're good.
And I got to just go play. And Don Nelson was like, well, we here to hoop. Just hoop. I don't care about
ball.
nothing. And once I felt like that kind of freedom, I was like, oh, yeah, the hard work and praying and grinding going to pay off. And it was dope, man. It was a dope 10 years. I made a lot of connections, man. It was life-changing.
Yeah.
It was great.
Is that kind of hard for you to accept life-changing, maybe not playing basketball right now in the NBA, or maybe going overseas? Because I see Mario Chalmers is overseas too playing.
Yeah, he playing the Big Three too. Playing the big
Is
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
I
Are
didn't know
you
that.
doing? Are you
Yeah,
doing
I'm
Big
playing.
Three?
Yeah.
Are you in
So
the
that's
Big
what
Three?
we-
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. I'm playing.
Are they coming back to Charlotte this year?
Oh no, they ain't put.
Because I know before the first year
First
they
year
came
they were
to
in Charlotte.
Charlotte.
They
That
did
was their
last
first
year.
stop.
That was the
their-
first.
It was the first stop.
Yeah.
Was that because I covered that? Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that joint. I took him.
Well, if not, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Give me
Yeah.
some tickets.
I gotta
I
come
mean,
back.
they
I
don't
need
have
to be there.
Yeah, they ain't got a schedule. It started in Atlanta and then like Birmingham.
Man, I was trying to get on Big Three. I was trying to tell Ice Cube, like, come on, bro.
Right.
I know you
Check it
got
out.
love Rappaport, but man, put me
Right,
on the
they need-
sideline
yeah,
with Rappaport.
Yeah, for
They need
real.
some
You need that.
female.
You'll
I-
kill
Shoot.
it.
That's
Oh
what
my
I'm
gosh, you'll
saying.
kill
Because
it.
with him, LL and him getting this whole little
Hell
trying to
yeah.
buy
Yeah.
stuff, I'm like, look, man, if y'all don't
I'ma
flood
do
these
what I-
stations with color,
Yeah.
I'm going off.
I'm
on
gonna
you
do
on
what I
site.
can. I got you, man.
Let me
I'ma
know because
holler at them
I'll
folks.
do one game and I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
And they'll be, where you at, man? I work with Ice Cube. I don't even know
Right.
y'all no more. Forget y'all. Hey man, let's get into the NBA right now. First quarter, well no, second quarter basically. First quarter, we break this down in 4 quarters. And see, you were the first quarter because you're just the most important than anything else that's going on, in the world
Made me
today.
feel good. Thank you.
We're gonna start with the Eastern Conference playoffs right now. Wow, party
My
foul.
bad. I
He
can't
never
control
turns
it.
his laptop down. It's just
You gotta take a
disgusting.
shot for that, bro.
Yeah,
just keep
take a
going,
shot.
Ash.
take
Chill
a-
out. Why you
come on,
gotta-
man? Because
why
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
call you
call me
out every
out?
time you do
Chill
this.
out.
Let's start with the Bucks and the Celtics, man. Bucks leading 3-1 right now. They got, I don't want to say the Celtics got blown out. I mean, they lost 113-101 the other night. I'm gonna just say this: you can't stop Giannis one-on-one. You have to have a second defender on him. You cannot stop that man one-on-one. If you try and do that, the same thing is gonna happen every time. 39 points, man. Last game, 7 for
rebounds.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Like I love him for MVP, even though I think it'll go to Harden.
Yeah. No, like they lost game 1, right? Boston won the first game, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I was talking to the homies and like I was
Shout out to
seeing
Paul
everybody-
Pierce who said it was over for the Bucks.
Yeah, right.
Come on, Paul.
PP.
Paul's smarter than that. But
Paul
he
has not been
he's
smart the
biased.
last couple of weeks.
Of course, he's gotta
He's
stick with his
biased
team.
because he's
Yeah.
Celtics.
Right,
He's
yeah, yeah.
He bleed green. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
Which I get that. But after that first game, everybody was like, yeah, man, like Giannis can't do. I was like, bro, do you see how he play? He
Right.
in attack mode every time he get the ball. I was like, they walling up on him. They did a good job the first couple games of walling up on him. And it's like 4 people on him.
Right.
But then Chris Middleton and, even like Pat Connaughton and E.
Yeah.
Bled.
Which is crazy. Pat's playing. Like,
I know,
He's
right?
playing good too.
Yeah.
I love.
He was
I
with Portland when I was
with-
there.
Yeah, I was out there with him for that little bit of time. But they started making shots. Brook Lopez, and now it's like, all right, we walling up, but these dudes hitting threes now. Soon as you take 1 or 2 defenders off that wall, he going through anybody. I mean, he's Euro stepping, he dunking like he getting and one. It's gonna be. I don't see them being able to come back. Like I was like, of the 2 best players in the series, Giannis is he got more size and he more dominant. Kyrie
Right.
got to work really hard for his shots, and them other dudes ain't playing great.
right.
So he got to score 50 or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna turn up though.
Did you see the clip where some reporter asked Giannis how was Marcus Smart any factor now that he returned from his injury? And he was like, he just looked down the paper and just started looking
Looking
at
at his
the box score and just looked up. He's like, oh, I was like, dang, look at Giannis talking stuff. I've never seen this before.
He's super locked in right now. You can
Super
tell how he
locked in,
playing.
yeah.
See the look in his eyes. He in attack mode every possession.
And you know what? I mean, at this point, like, I don't know if it's really called a Celtics meltdown, but I mean, I think people had high hopes for them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like everything was focused on what Kyrie was going to do. And we
Yeah.
knew Kyrie was going to have to carry this team, but they might as well go ahead and throw them jerseys out.
It's always
Like,
an
this
elephant
dude
in
is
the room.
gone.
Yeah, it's always an elephant in the room when it comes to that lingering over the team.
Yeah.
Like somebody about maybe leaving or
Yeah.
switching teams. But bottom line, man, I'm going to keep it real. We seen Kyrie with a Superman, and he hits big shots. He clutch.
Yeah.
He one of the most talented people I ever seen in my life with a basketball. But we ain't never seen him carry a team on his own.
True.
Like, it's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they don't play. They didn't have the system for what he does.
Right.
He's just good as all. He's good as hell.
Right.
But that system that they had last year was giving dudes more of an opportunity to be a factor, and they was getting more rhythm and they was getting more confidence. And now you insert the talent dude. That happened at Duke. Remember, he was injured. He came back in the tournament and they lost, but he had like 35 or something like that. And then he left. They got knocked off, and he went number 1 pick. But
Right.
Nolan Smith was having like a ridiculous year that year.
Right, yeah.
But it kind of threw it off.
Took away from
it
that.
Ain't his
Yeah,
fault.
yeah, right.
Yeah, some people was just bigger than basketball.
I feel like he's almost in a little bit having a little bit of a meltdown though, because these these post game interviews are really starting to. He's starting to show his emotions a lot more. He's
moody,
like,
man.
This effing
Right.
can't happen. And, and I understand that he's upset about it. Don't get me wrong, but there's a time and a place, and I think it just looks messy because of the position that they're in. And then it's like, as soon as it's done, it's like, okay, who's getting Kyrie? Where is he going?
And this is crazy because this is what Kyrie wanted. He wanted his own team. He
Exactly,
wanted to lead
and it didn't
a
work
team,
for him.
And then he got it, and it's almost like he realized
He's frustrated
right.
with it.
And that's why he had the apology to LeBron halfway through the season, because he kind of realized, like, oh man, this isn't easy being the guy. Because not only do you have to answer all the questions all the time, whereas LeBron was taking half the heat, but you got to lead them all the time and keep them together. And you saw that locker room seem fractured halfway through, because you got guys. Tatum balled out last year. You know, Jaylen Brown balled out last year. Rozier balled out last year. Kyrie comes back. Gordon comes back. And they're not doing the same thing.
Roster on paper should be way better. But that apology to LeBron was weak as hell.
Yeah.
I did think that was weak in the middle.
Dog,
I think in the middle of the season that was stupid.
got that man number. What are you saying that as a, oh, I'm sorry. You telling that to the media for what?
Right.
You got what you wanted, bro.
Right, you
text
got
him
out.
and say, hey, bro, this shit ain't what I thought it was going to be. Thank you, man. I apologize.
Right.
Thank you for
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's honorable. I know you. I have
I
your
feel
number.
like that's an attention thing.
It's like a scapegoat. Like, yeah, it is harder than I thought. I'm just going to tell y'all in the media, like, just in case
Right,
we
like,
win.
why'd you need to tell the media
Just
that?
in case we don't win, like, I am admitting this shit is hard. Like, no, bro, go out there and go out there and do your stuff. You wanted it. You good enough to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's up and down. Like, you can't have, your leader can't be emotionally up and down all the time. It's
Right,
going to take
exactly.
your team on a roller coaster.
And I feel
You know
like
what I'm saying?
that's what he's figuring out, why he can't lead a team, because you can't be like
Everybody-
that all the time. I mean, I feel like, and I'm not a LeBron fan like that, but I feel like I've never seen him really have those meltdowns. He's always
No.
been kind of like, okay, it is what it is. This is where
Right.
we is. We're not good at this, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna get better. I mean, it's a good
He don't
media
get enough
answer, to be
credit for
honest.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll
It's
give
not
him
like
that.
how Kobe and Mike them was, but he still was more of that in that echelon when it came to being a leader.
Right. So it's safe to say that the Bucks are on to the
Yeah, I
Eastern
can't
Conference
wait, man.
Finals.
I love watching them.
Yeah,
man.
I want to see them go to the finals. I really do.
Yeah.
It was between them or who we're moving into next to the 76ers and the Raptors. Man, Raptors beat the brakes off the Sixers.
They did.
You gotta say it like that.
125 to 89. Beat the brakes off the Sixers. This is a Sixers
that's
fan,
so
by the way.
That threw me off, though.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to lose
disrespectful.
like
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't either. But
I
to be
didn't.
honest with you,
Hey, man.
bro, what's going on with your bro Ben Simmons?
Listen.
Like,
Listen.
Hey,
is he playing in the NBA?
Listen.
I got something to say about that. I've been saying it, too, before the series. Go ahead.
So who going
First of all,
Go ahead, bro.
I don't want to go
You
too
hurt.
hard on my. I'm struggling right now.
I heard Jalen.
Listen,
talking about
but
they going
we
to
had
eventually
this-
trade him.
Remember when we were talking? Was it Rick? No, we were talking to
Chris Haynes?
Chris Haynes, and he said when we talked about the Sixers, and I said I know all their flaws.
Right.
Like I didn't think they're going to go to the finals because I know Ben can't shoot, and when someone challenges him, he backs down. He's soft.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just always been like that. So that's annoying. But
I
it's
ain't
like
never heard he was soft, though. That's crazy. Nah,
you see how people go at him, especially the Celtics got his number and he backs down. The only one he stood up to was Chris Dudley. Like, come
It's
on,
Dudley.
like you gotta stand up. You know, like he's not a factor. He doesn't
Jared
shoot the
Dudley.
ball. He can, or Jared Dudley, whatever Dudley he is. But you got to be a threat at least, and you can't be. All right, so he's not a good jump shooter. At some point, you got to at least give the illusion that you might take a jumper and you might be a threat. Because if you're just out there, then they don't need to guard you outside the paint. So then it goes to Embiid, and Embiid has been sick for a week somehow. And I don't know, man. You can be sick, whatever. But
he got a lot of issues, man. I love
but
this game.
what's going? Because all right, Embiid wants to, when the things are going well, Embiid wants to talk after the game. He wants to be
Right.
this guy, and then
He
when
wants to
things
talk
go
about the
bad,
Warriors.
right? Like you got to take care of your business right now, and you can't go out there and get embarrassed like you have been. If you're the leader of this team, show something. And then Tobias Harris has been MIA. I don't know where else to go.
That
with this team
is chaos, bro.
They have
I
so
love
much
them
talent on paper,
Yeah.
but they just don't mesh together. And a lot of people are asking if Embiid and Simmons
talking
can
about firing-
coexist
Yeah.
together.
Well, and if it comes down to
Brett
it,
Brown-
then
they
he's
talking about
gone. It's
firing
not going to be
Brett Brown.
Embiid.
Yeah.
yeah, because the thing about Embiid is like, so I was talking to someone the other day, and I was wondering if
Ben
Embiid,
has to go over Embiid.
if his
Oh,
his
no.
career is going to be short.
That's interesting.
because
you said Embiid's career's
going to be short if they don't figure out his knees and his back. Because not saying he's on the level of not comparing him to Andrew Bynum, but remember Andrew Bynum was really good for like a 3-4 year period. Yeah. Then he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The game changed on him though. With him.
That too.
Yeah.
Like you got to be able to shoot. Like Steph changed all that.
Yeah.
In terms of Ben Simmons, bro, Kawhi Leonard is
shut her down.
He
stole the ball from him twice in the first minute of the game last night.
Bro, I swear, I said this before the series. They was like, yeah, man, it's gonna be. I said, bro, Kawhi. I watched him like 3 or 4 times this year.
Yeah.
He is terrified of Kawhi Leonard, bro.
Yeah.
No BS, bro, because Kawhi he didn't want to dribble during the season a couple games. Like, for real.
He couldn't get across half court at one point when Kawhi's guarding him.
Blanket. Like, he got to guard smaller dudes. So now he he big. He ain't as mobile as some of these other dudes I got to guard.
Yeah.
And it's not like he trying to get off on the block like Kobe in mid-range and put them in pick and rolls. Pick and rolls, we going 2 or 3 under. Catch him on the other side. He not going to shoot the ball.
Right.
And I'm not going to let him bully me because I'm 6'8", 250, whatever he is. And he can't get nothing off. I'm like, bro, he got to make a jump shot, a floater, or something. All this like, yo, man, he can still get to. No, bro. You got to be able to make a shot. You got to be able to make a shot, bro. And then Embiid, 6 treatments a day just to get on the court.
That's a problem.
If you
He's 24.
He young. So if you're talking about one got to go in the other one, even though Ben got a lot of work to do on this game, I'm thinking like Ben Simmons can get people threes.
Yeah.
Embiid on the block and he hurt a lot, obviously, but he more of a liability in terms of all them injuries than Ben Simmons is. Ben is a little more durable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
and that's because he hasn't had those issues prior, like Embiid has, though. I mean, but Ben is gonna go down. He's dating a Kardashian or whatever, or a Jenner.
Wow.
He's going down regardless.
Stay out of LA, man. Come, hey man, come work out with me, man.
That's the problem. But you know what? I feel like let me talk about this, okay? Because this is what bothers me. I don't understand why Charlotte can't be a sexy city for NBA players that want to play here or want to come here. And let me tell you why. I understand the party scene and everything like that. I understand that's not on the level as other cities. Yes, okay, we get that. But I feel like this is actually a pretty good team to come and shine, and you could be a part of changing the culture because we obviously need somebody to come and do that with Kemba at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't understand why people look at Charlotte like that. And that's another thing. I was a really big advocate that he was going to come back. And the reason why, my cousin came and did his event in All-Star and left and went to Miami.
No one wanted to be there.
He was like, I'm not staying here. And DeAndre is from Charlotte, so that's even
worse.
That's like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Dre.
I just feel like this is people. This doesn't get enough credit, and I also feel like All-Star helped a little bit, but I don't think it really helped his cause. Yeah. Speaking of Kemba, what is your take on that? Even though we're jumping around, you think so?
I know you're leaving, man. I'm gonna tell you.
But why? And I'm gonna tell you why I think mine.
Okay. Go. I mean, it's mine not that deep. Like, first of all, like the Hornets is my favorite team ever because
exactly.
But
which is ridiculous.
He's one of my favorite Hornets ever.
Right.
And people ever. Like, he's I love Kemba. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Kemba. He's 29 today. Excuse me.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kemba. My bad. Like, I meant to tell myself to start the episode with happy birthday, Kemba. My bad.
Birthday
he's
to
29 today.
Yeah. But he's leaving, I think. Like, it ain't working. He really in his prime. So, like, it's time to go somewhere where he can win. I would love to see him in Phoenix changing that organization, but I don't want him to go nowhere where he's going to be losing still. Dallas is going to be good soon. He'll be in a great organization.
And they brought New York. That's still not a playoff team. So
yeah,
that's the problem. I mean, is he going somewhere else? In your opinion, is he good if he leaves? Is he going somewhere else that's actually a playoff team? That's what I'm trying to get to people. If he goes somewhere else and doesn't go to the playoffs, then he should have just stayed here. And averaged 40.
And you got to think though, they're not going to win.
Maybe
here.
Get maxed
They're
out.
not going to win here. But if he stays, he gets that max, whatever. He get all NBA, he get like the super max or whatever it is. But the Hornets, like the organization, they damned if they do and damned if they don't. If you lose them, it's tank time. If he stay, you hijacked because you paid Batum so much, and now you got to pay Kemba like $225 or something like that. You hijacked. Now you got to just.
And that's if they even offer him that type of money. Because Rick Bonnell came on here and was like, they know that he knows the Hornets will offer him, but we don't know the offer.
Yeah,
obviously, and I don't
They on the
I was
fence.
real thinking like, of course they're gonna offer him, but now I'm thinking like they're gonna offer him, but I don't think they're gonna offer him that much money. But I think when it comes down to it, just knowing his family, knowing him, especially like I would say, just his mom is a big thing. I know he doesn't want to leave. Like obviously, I know he wants to stay here, but I do think they're frustrated that he has no help, and it's like he does know that these dudes this team is gonna be the same team as next year, except with 2 more draft picks, like that we don't know what they're gonna do. They waited so long to play
pick again. It ain't gonna be nothing transformative. Can't really trade.
But I also think that's a big thing to what Rich Cho and the front office is doing, because if we go down to who Cliff wanted last year, he wanted Donovan Mitchell. Now, do we know if Donovan Mitchell would have been the same as Donovan Mitchell in Utah? I don't know, but here's the thing: I would have taken that chance over Malik, because this is a defensive mindset team, and then we guarded someone who doesn't play a lick of defense. So that doesn't. We're all not on. I feel like everybody wasn't on the same page. But if Borrego's anything a half of what a coach of Pop was, then maybe we start on a different thing.
Too, man. I think that like they just stuck, because it's a lot of teams that just
all the people have to come back.
Yeah,
you kind of got to wait a couple years, and I feel like that's what
like
Kemba
Malik,
knows.
Though. I like Malik and Miles.
I like Malik, but I don't like him more than Dwayne. I like Dwayne. I think Malik, Dwayne is just a dog. He a different type of dude too. He's a different type of dude.
Malik is like talent wise. Malik is like he clearly the
his upside is
crazy. Like, but it's gonna be about how he develops mentally, like how he develops mature.
I'm sorry, who were we talking about?
Malik.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think if
Malik, either way,
my Apple Watch went off. I completely got off kilter.
Yeah, they ain't gonna. I mean, it's gonna be hard, and then they gotta deal with the Kemba thing. And I want Kemba to stay.
Well, I'll tell you this: if Kemba leaves,
Kemba to stay.
If Kemba leaves, it ain't even just a team that's gonna hurt. People losing their jobs because that revenue is going all the way down.
Yeah.
Like,
and nobody's going to those games.
Nobody's there. They don't go barely now. You know what I'm saying?
Only reason I went take him to see Kemba. He love Kemba.
Shout out to Lil Ant in the building.
Cheer.
Say what's up, man.
What's up?
Hey. Tired? Been a long day.
He like
worked out today.
He like stop putting his business out there. Right. He's cool. Let's move on to the third quarter West. Trailblazers and Nuggets. Nuggets took care of business 124-98. Surprising meltdown by the Blazers, because man, that series, that might be my favorite series behind Warriors and Rockets. Like out of the entire series, because that was a series I thought was gonna be boring, and it's been exciting. The Nuggets and the Portland Nuggets in Portland has been pretty good.
I'm not that
play
all
well,
in on it.
and
I said I'm not that all in on it.
The 4OT, I was exhausted. I was like,
I fell asleep.
I like watching Dame and CJ, and I like watching Jamal Murray, and I love watching Jokic.
Yeah,
me and my homie had a conversation. I was like, he the best big man in the league. He say, nah, bro, Joel Embiid. I say, love Embiid, bro. We don't know what we're gonna get out of him health wise. I say Jokic is a better passer. Mm-hmm. They rebound might cancel each other out. I say, bro, he got a higher IQ. His team will have a better record. Watch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
who do you like out that series? Who comes out of that?
The Denver Portland?
Yeah.
I look at it like it's 3-2, right? Mm-hmm. So they won at home. They go on to Portland for game 6, then they come back home for game 7.
Yeah.
So as much as I want Portland to win, I think Denver gonna pull that out.
Because if it goes to 7, just the home,
crib. Yeah, you know what I mean. So.
And see, that's another thing moving to with Warriors and Rockets is what I'm telling people. People are like, okay, Rockets about to turn it up, but the problem is if you push it to 7, they're in the Bay. There's no way in hell. And I'll tell you this: I'm not even gonna say the Warriors. There's no way in hell that KD is going to allow them to lose that game. I feel like KD 60. On a whole nother level right now. He's
in the world.
Now I see what you're talking about. You know who I am.
Yeah, it took you like a month.
I
didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then I heard about it, and then he brought it up in the podcast, and I guess he thought I was gonna play off it, and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
what
she had
you're
no idea
talking
what
about.
talking about.
Homies get they.
But I got it because it was the whole with the. I wasn't thinking about the Patrick Beverly thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He handled that well too. The whole you saw the whole interview. Because he broke it because Steve Kerr kind of challenged him. He needed to shoot the ball more, be more aggressive, basically.
Right.
And he broke it. He was like, well, if I got a smaller guy on me, I liked how he broke it down. And then at the end, he was like, you know who I am? I'm Kevin Durant.
Right.
And then he went out there and
he's ever since he said that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But
I mean, I'm gonna lie. I would love. It would be amazing to see the Rockets beat them.
Yeah.
But I just, and I literally, I keep it to it. I just can't see Kevin Durant letting that happen. I can see that man dropping 100 points by himself before that happens.
Fam getting to his spots and he like I'm really just shooting over y'all. Like, y'all can't contest me. And y'all don't have anybody big enough to stay in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He the best player on the planet right now. But see,
He is.
I was just finna ask that because it's still an
that's
argument
a
with
fact.
people, and it's crazy.
Nah, it's
He's
not.
the best player right now.
I mean, right now he's the best player on earth. Like,
Right.
ain't nothing. What he doing, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop that.
Right.
I will say this though: Steph and Clay not gonna shoot bad. Do they play tonight or tomorrow?
Tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight, right?
Yeah.
Steph and Clay not gonna shoot bad the rest of the series. Like they shooting like.
Well, let's
5
not talk
for
what
6.
Steph's gonna do right now.
Oh,
It's a
man.
little distraction around that guy.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
wait,
they
wait,
done
before we
been
get that,
crazy.
who comes out that series? I mean, do you
Golden State, man.
For sure.
Because I've seen Clay go like 3 for 24 in a week.
Yeah.
And then come out of that and go like 27 for
Yeah. Clay is a
something
silent
crazy.
killer.
No, he a killer. Like how he.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel
as a
like he's
shooter,
just real quiet with him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But
he's like, you know what, bro, I went to the ocean yesterday, you know,
Right.
ran with my dog, and I
Yeah.
came out and dropped 40 on y'all. Like, you know what I mean?
Like he a blanket on defense, and he take it serious. He talked to himself on the court.
Right.
He don't talk to no. He's not a communicator.
I got to
all
meet
crazy.
him, like, and actually talk to him in All-Star, and
All-Star.
I was like, wow, this dude is pretty cool.
He came
Like,
to the
Yeah.
event. Yeah. He
Yeah.
Came to the event. He came
He-
late as hell.
Yeah, he's always late, isn't he? So
But-
we got them out of that one. I do like Warriors out of that series. I mean, I guess if I had to say
It could
finals, I
be
mean, it's probably
Rockets
gonna be
this
Warriors
year.
and
I mean-
Bucks.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Toronto or Houston, though.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
Because
just
I mean,
feel like
I keep
Toronto,
wanting to count out Toronto, but then
but I
Kawhi,
can't trust. That's the
Kyle
only thing.
Lowry?
I can't trust Kyle Lowry.
I know.
He's
so
not.
sometime,
He's just.
yeah.
It's
He's
It's
on it.
mental, man. It's mental
Yeah.
because he a tough dude.
He
like,
is.
Yeah.
and he a tough minded dude. You know what I'm saying?
but here's the thing. I'm tired of you going 0 for whatever or getting 7 points or doing whatever, and then you going to shoot in the gym at 2:00 in the morning. I don't.
But he's only
care.
done that once this playoffs.
I feel like I've seen everybody do it.
He's-
We're all taking turns at it.
Go to
And I'm,
bed.
I'm
He's
about,
played- he
I'm
had
about
one
tired
bad
of
game
it.
and he's
Like,
been decent.
You
No,
going
I
to
get
shoot
that.
at 2:00 in the morning didn't help y'all get that win. I mean that loss earlier today.
I mean,
So,
but they're doing all right
I
now.
know. I've done that.
I mean, I'd
don't
love to see
mind.
Danny go to another finals. I mean, go to a finals too. So
Yeah.
you know, shout out to Long Island. You know, I got to mess with Danny.
Yeah.
But I
That's
mean,
good.
I think Bucks and Toronto will be dope though. Obviously, I
Great.
think that's
oh,
what
that'd
I
be a
would love
great
to see
series.
That's
Giannis
gonna be
Giannis and
And
Kawhi.
Kawhi?
Yeah.
Woo, clashing.
Yeah.
Then it's going that's gonna be
You
like
getting us tickets? We all going?
Titans. Nah, I'm watching on
That's
TV.
gonna be crazy.
Man,
I might
you
go
Take
saw it
see
on
that to
the
the spot up the
plug.
street. We can watch it.
Yeah.
On me.
You're rocking with the best.
This episode of Inside the Lines with Ash and Sims is sponsored by the Enoch Agency, a full-service sports and media agency that manages the careers of professional athletes and on-air television talent.
The Enoch Agency offers a leading level of expertise in contract negotiations, media relations, I might need that, and draft preparation. And also, the agency holds not only the NBA, but NCAA and FIBA certifications, representing professional athletes both domestically in the U.S. and internationally. So, you know, if you overseas, you know, hit them up for sure.
Ooh, I'm gonna sign up right now. For more information, visit their website, theenochagency.com.
But listen, you can't even play basketball.
Wow.
Yeah, just go visit the website. That's the Enoch Agency, ENOCH, agency.com. Hey, so, you know, before we get into Aisha stuff, because I feel like that's another conversation. I saw this on The Jump, and they were talking about this, and it was really interesting, especially to get your take on it.
Yeah.
With the whole situation with Magic, you know, about a month ago, deciding to step down from the Lakers. Now, they were talking about, does he owe LeBron an apology? And I'm going to say my take. I don't think at all that he owes LeBron an apology. Because one, LeBron came to the Lakers because he wanted to come to the Lakers. I think that Magic was also like, yo, this is what we doing, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be cool. Like, let's start a new legacy here, whatever it might be. Cool. Yeah. But he didn't. LeBron was going with or without Magic being there. And two, this is Magic Johnson. He don't owe that man nothing. Like,
Magic.
This is Magic Johnson. If he didn't even tell, what's her, Jeannie or whatever?
Oh, Jeannie Buss, yeah.
That he was stepping out. Why the hell do you think I'm finna call you and tell you that I'm finna step down or whatever? You keep, it makes me so mad. Like, what?
I wouldn't say he owe him an apology, but like once again, like going back to the other
Or
thing,
not an apology, but it is
he
apology.
owes
Or
him, like, whatever.
he doesn't owe him
You
nothing.
don't owe him nothing. I will say this though: you got that man number. After you do it, call him. Hey, bro, This is what went
Oh,
down.
he was in the same arena. He could have walked over to his locker.
Yeah.
That was
I'm
pregame.
saying, but even if you wanted it even
Right.
more like
Right.
one-on-one because of how that relationship looked like it was.
And do you feel like he owed him an explanation? when
No,
he
I'm
did
just
that?
saying you can call him and say, look, this is what's going on. Like I ain't.
LeBron was there for 1 year. Why does he owe him? If you really had to break it down, he should call Lonzo before he calls LeBron.
If I had a situation, if I worked for you or whatever, and I had a situation where somebody CC'd me on some emails or whatever, and they were talking shit about me
right.
behind my back, and I'm in this organization, I'm trying to
I
figure
see
it out.
where you're going. You can't
now,
do
if
this.
you
Can't use this
no,
example.
I'm just saying if you were like in LeBron's position,
Yeah.
and I recruited you to come there, and I'm like supposed to be this guy,
yeah.
and I'm Magic, obviously. After that happened, I'm like, yo, I'm out. And everybody like, dang, what's going on? Hey, I'm going to call you later, LeBron, just to let you know what's going on. Out of respect for you, I recruited you to come here. I don't owe
He
you
was
nothing.
going already, though.
I'm just saying, if we have plans and we're
Right.
building and we're doing this, that, and the other, I just think out of respect, I
Here's the
would've
thing.
said something.
LeBron's getting exactly what he wanted. We knew that they were going to
Oh,
tank.
yeah.
We knew they were going to tank. They were going to get the coach out there and bring Tyronn Lue right in there. So glad that it's working the perfect way that LeBron has set this up.
They just said Ty Lue ain't going. They said all the talks broke down.
Good.
Are you for real?
This here just came up before I walked in.
LeBron needs a
No.
real
Bleacher
coach.
Report.
No way.
Real talk.
Oh, Bleacher put up is definitely
Yeah,
true.
that's-
Ty Lue won't be Lakers head coach.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you
I
know,
see
they be
that.
kind of trying to dead stuff and then all of
Right,
a
that'll
But you-
like in a couple
still
days.
think,
they'll be like,
I
he's
still
signed.
think that dude's still going. He's definitely still
Right.
going.
I don't
'Cause
get why
LeBron knows what he's doing.
I mean, he coached LeBron and put himself in the hospital trying to coach LeBron. I don't know
Yeah,
why he
you
wanna
coming
go-
back.
You're coming back
It's
to that.
hard to coach people like that, man.
Right.
well,
You know-
the thing about LeBron too is like I feel like why Lou was perfect for him is because he let him take the not the chalk but the whiteboard and write up the damn plays.
Right. But
do
don't you
everything.
think at some point
He doesn't actually have to coach.
LeBron needs an actual coach in his career?
No,
Like,
because
he's
LeBron
never
doesn't
had-
want to be coached.
But I feel like a coach could help take him to the next. I mean, he's
doesn't
already
want
next
that.
level. I mean, obviously he's the best. Well, was the best player in the world. But like, damn, during his whole career, he's never gonna have like a Phil Jackson or a Pop
Doc Rivers
or
or
a
something.
Doc or something. Like that's kind of
So they said. So Chris Haynes has said that the Lakers offered Tyronn Lue a 3-year deal. Lue requested a 5-year one, the same length issue,
Yeah, I'd want
length
job
issued to
security.
Luke Walton. But he said under the Lakers' proposal, the contract would end the same year as who?
LeBron. I make
So
sense.
they're basically
That
saying
makes sense on
if
both
LeBron
sides.
goes, you're going with him.
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
blame.
Yeah.
I don't blame Ty Lue for that. He basically telling them too, like from his standpoint.
Yeah.
Of course, he want to coach LeBron. They want a ring, whatever.
Right.
They cool, whatever. But he basically tell them like, look, if y'all want me to come back and deal with this shit again with him,
Yeah.
because it's not easy, even though they cool.
Right.
You want me to deal with this again? I need the 5 years. I'm writing my own. Give me a blank check, basically.
Yeah.
And I need 5 years. If not, I don't need this. Basically.
I don't blame him.
you
Right,
know?
and he doesn't want to be shown the door once LeBron
Again,
leaves.
yeah, they're gonna be
and
yeah,
be
you
like,
out.
all right, LeBron gone, you're gone.
You done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they don't really.
And
care
you know,
like that.
LeBron's probably like, listen, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do past 3 years.
He
LeBron doesn't know what he's gonna do
seen him
next
do
year.
that. Like now the one thing I want to say like two things about LeBron. Like got like an interesting take, I think, and I always thought about this. Like I think he would have had more rings if this would have happened. But the first thing is in terms of like his mobility, player mobility, moving. That's dope to me that he did that. Player mobility is real. Is something that's transformative in the game, and I like that. But in terms of LeBron, he do so much on his own because he's so great. I felt like if he ever just did one thing great, he would have won more and he would have had more people wanting to come play with him. So like Braun been like a point forward. He
Yeah.
do everything: rebound, pass, score, all that, play deep, whatever, chase down blocks, all that. If he was just a small forward, then we just say, Braun, just go get 40 every night. Let these other dudes do their part and play their role, make them better. I think he would have won a couple more rings at least.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. I don't think that's not taking nothing away from him. I'm just saying, like,
Do people in the league want to play with LeBron?
man, look, we looking at it like not. I don't think other stars are thrilled too. Like that ain't like that's not as much of a thing in terms of all the super team shit. Like Golden State ain't no super team. Like they
That's exactly
drafted.
what I tell
Dudes
people.
Yeah, they drafted
They
them,
were
right.
not stars before they got
Steph
there.
was the 7th pick. Clay was the 11th pick or something like that.
Draymond was low too.
Draymond
Draymond was a second round
pick.
player, yeah.
Like that's not a
KD
super team.
came to that.
Yeah,
That didn't make
and
that.
see, that's what people be for. Oh my gosh,
no, they
thank
drafted.
you. Abe.
That's
That's what
the grind.
people be forgetting. Like no one was talking about him. Now you want to be like,
Yeah.
it's unfair. That team is unfair. No,
Right,
it's
they
not.
drafted him, right.
And they bought in and they built that team.
Yeah,
Right.
like Miami team with D Wade and Braun coming and Chris
That's
Bosh,
a
they
super team.
formed that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Thank you, because they tried to say there wasn't 4 All-Stars, but trying to say Ray Allen was an All-Star. You got me effed up.
That's wild.
Exactly.
Them
People that
folks
said that
tripping.
were just
He's
ridiculous.
a Hall of Famer. That's-
Exactly.
People
So,
be saying some stupid stuff.
you know, that's why we
Wow.
don't talk about them on our podcast, man. Well, let's move into this situation. It was a big thing. Aisha Curry, man, came out on Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett, who, Jada know what she be doing, boy. She really be starting some mess out here. First she had the...
She's got like
she
the,
be
what's
some-
that, Red Table
Hey,
Top?
man,
All right.
I
only
no,
watch
I
the
love it.
clips.
No, I love it, but I'm just saying... Listen, they could have let this episode go on after the finals or something.
Right,
They didn't
right
have to
in
do
the
it right
middle.
now. But anyways, they were talking. They
Clickbait.
had all the girls on
Right.
there basically that are married to or engaged to Seth Curry. That's married to Steph Curry. Then Sonia was on there, who's married to their dad, and then the sister who's married to what's the dude's name? He played with DeAndre. Dang, what's his name? He's the smallest one.
Play with him in Atlanta.
Yeah, dude with the.
Wait,
Who
who?
Sadel's married to?
Oh yeah,
What's
I
his
forgot
name?
his
I can't remember.
Yeah.
That is bad. We know.
don't even know.
I,
And
I,
Yeah,
then, but
I
Seth
know
is
who
married
you're
to Doc Rivers' daughter.
Doc Rivers' daughter.
Oh, I didn't know that
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
Shoot,
They
I
had.
don't
I
know.
guess they were together in college or something. I don't know. They got a kid already. But anyway, so Aisha went on there. They're talking about, groupies and whatnot, and she addressed like women approaching her husband, and she literally said, something that really bothers me, honestly, has given me a sense of a little bit of insecurity. In fact, that they're all these women like throwing themselves at him, but for like the past 10 years, I don't have any of that. I have 0. That sounds weird, but like male attention, and I started to internalize it. Like, is this me? Is something wrong with
Can't
me?
wait to talk about this.
And here's the thing.
Go ahead, talk about it. Speak on it.
Let's talk from a woman's point of view.
Because you're gonna have her
I want to
side.
hear it. Come on,
This
Ash.
is what it is. A lot of people are saying like, man, you're married to Steph Curry and you got all this money, whatever, and you still talking about male attention. Here's the thing. Y'all got to remember, I think Steph is 31 and she's 30. They've been together since they were kids in Charlotte.
middle school
Like
or
middle
something.
school. So that's, I'm not going to say she ain't been with no one else, but that's what she basically knows. They got married super young. Yeah. They had these kids back to back to back, basically. So she got big off of some tweets that she said in a finals. So good for her, and she made her thing happen. But I feel like when you're with someone that long, of course you want to still be recognized. You want to be seen. I mean, I was with a dude for a year and a half, and I'm like, dang, like you really start to look at yourself if you're not almost getting told you're pretty or whatever. Like once you get in the same thing, the routine of doing the same thing every single day, and I'm not even at that point. You want your man to notice you, and you still, you want to know you're attractive to other people as well. There's nothing wrong. I don't think she's saying she wants dudes all in her DMs and all in her face.
Well, I know
but she
that's
wants to
happening
know
now.
that
Right,
she's
I know.
right.
That was like free
Probably
reign for
on
dudes to
fire.
be like,
if I'm like, yo, man, let me get your passport.
right.
I think
they probably
right.
wilding in there.
I just think that
Right.
she just wants to. I mean, she just wants validation. She wants love. She wants appreciation. Every girl in this world, don't matter, wants to feel beautiful, to whether it's to her man or anybody
sure
else or whatever.
Oh, sorry, you gone.
And
Never mind.
I feel like the reason why also they don't look at her like that is because you remember she ain't no Instagram chick that had to come up and get with a basketball player and and just popped up here. Nah, she been around. She been down. She was bigger than Steph back in the day when she was acting and doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? So exactly, like she was on before him, and that I feel like that's where it is. I mean, she put some clothes on. She's a mom. I'm not gonna say she acts like a woman because that's saying like these Instagram chicks don't, but I mean she dresses a little bit different. She holds herself a little bit different than some of these trophy wives, and I feel like that's why she gets attention, but she don't get attention for what she look like. She get attention because she's Steph's wife, and okay, she's doing she could cook. She's got the beautiful kids. Like that's pretty much where it's centered around. And let's remember, she's not with like no offense, like she's not with almost like an Embiid, I'll say, because he's still big or whatever. And she's not with like a DeAndre Bembry who's not as big yet. She's with one of the best players in the league. She's with a mega superstar.
They're the first family of the league.
Yeah,
They're
she
like the
is
Obamas
a freaking
of the NBA.
right, a mega superstar. Like It's a completely different thing. Just like whenever Katie stops trying to hide the one chick he's with and marries her, it's gonna be hell for them too. I'm sure.
Relax. I don't know nothing about
KD,
that.
he just threw-
No, you don't remember the girl when you don't remember out of the final.
Yeah, when she tried to kiss him and he was just like,
she tried to kiss him and like it was like, but like
Right,
she
in
was
the
right
middle
there.
of the hallway.
But that's his chick.
I know who you talking
But
about.
I don't
seen
know, like
Shawty.
I don't know if they shorty out with him, but
that's your chick.
that's his
Well,
chick. No, she tried to hit him with the guy.
He should have Euro stepped
He
around her.
literally Euro stepped around her ass. I was like, yo, that's hilarious.
I ain't ready for that.
Like, nah, chill,
I ain't
chill.
ready for that.
I think he saw that camera down the hallway.
He was like, we're in
"You got
public
me
right
messed
now.
up, right?"
Chill.
Man,
I'll see you at the
may as
house.
well
Hey,
go
and she
and
probably
do
was like, no problem, my bad. I know I
it.
would
I
have
ain't even
messed it
see
up.
it, bro. I love you, man. It's all love.
Right.
Katie cool, yeah.
No, you was done?
Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right, I just want to make sure because that was interesting.
You know, then we'll get to Josh, who's
No.
who's married and should know this.
No, I talked to my girl about that. I talked to my woman about that
Mm-hmm.
because I woke up and saw it and I was like, because people was hitting me. So I'm like,
Right.
what she talking? I know she ain't doing that like she want. So I had to look at the video,
Right.
and I think Jada hit the nail on the head when she reworded it for her.
Right.
And it was good because she said you turned your radar off, and when you turn the radar off because you got all this other stuff going on, you married. And then you don't be on here flaunting with all the little stuff on or whatever. Like, we know
Thirst
what your
traps.
brand is. We know what your family represents. People, know what Steph obviously represent.
Their spirituality too.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, everything. Like faith and all that.
Yeah.
But you turn your radar off because you're not looking for that attention.
Right.
Cause she get it, like
Yeah.
she beautiful. Like I know
Yeah.
I know dudes be in her DMs,
Right.
or be trying her. People be looking at her,
Right,
probably.
right.
But it is a validation thing that you don't want. Cause Steph, we tell them, "I love you. You look beautiful." Every day we mean it.
Yep.
But
I don't get that every day, but good.
yes,
It's not about you.
Ash
You're
lying.
right. This ain't about me.
Ash is lying.
I didn't. This dude last dude I was with did not barely tell me I was beautiful or nothing. And
We gonna
he's-
turn. So we finna
but
turn
he's
this
also-
into a red table top.
Right, I know, right?
We
I'm
can talk
about to
brown
be like
table
Jada.
He's also
Brown
like
table.
he's also like 22, so
No, so like
he's also a child. Anyways,
yeah, you can't expect nothing.
I know.
Right.
I'm tripping.
But no, I think that Jada she reworded it for her,
Right.
but I don't think that people took it out of context and they're like,
Of
"Oh,
course.
she's ungrateful." I'm like, "No, she's
That's
not."
not what
bro.
she's
Like,
saying.
she's saying that it's different when she not getting that kind of attention,
Yeah.
but he is because
Yeah.
he's on some mogul shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's who he is, but women they need to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You should tell women that. It's just that's a different story. How about getting into? But basically, like that is validation. She want other people to say that. Like my woman said that. She said when she had him, she lost a whole lot of weight.
Yeah.
She got it back, and I guess a dude complimented. She was like, "I felt like I was like, all right, at least I'm still
Right.
out here."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just a quick day, you look nice, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get nobody shot. I'm just saying. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Well, yeah,
Me kill
it's a good validation thing. You know what I mean?
I can only
What you
imagine
do.
too. Like, I mean, I'm not a mom yet, but when you do have a kid and you're
Yeah.
going through that, and then you're going through postpartum, and then you're trying to feel sexy, and
Yeah.
a lot of women, a lot of my friends, they would tell me like they was afraid to show their body till they do it
Yeah.
afterward
Yeah,
because
that's
your
true.
body changes. You know what I'm saying?
And she gained a little weight. She not like big, but I mean I hadn't seen her since after they had their son.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and that's what my girl was saying. Like she was saying that like people don't realize like all the things that factor in. Everybody not a mom.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
But I'm sure Steph probably like did some like funny shit when he got home.
I really wonder what that conversation was like. But what I do,
He the type to be like, "You look great, baby. Just keep saying
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Tackle
like,
her,
yeah,
hug
yeah.
her, kiss on her, and make a joke out of it." Because he like, man, look, it is what it is.
yeah, and I feel like he knows exactly what she's saying. Like, I don't
get
think
that.
no one else is taking that out of context except
No.
for people who are bored and have nothing else to do. You know what I'm saying? But what I don't like is I know how much goes into production and stuff like that and shooting this, and I'm sure it was shot a while ago. I just don't feel like it should be released now. But thank God
Yeah.
it was released now rather than during the finals because that would have pissed me off.
They might not make the finals.
Clickbait. Nah,
Right there.
They gonna make the finals. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it could have been released a little
Right.
bit
Yeah,
later.
nah,
but
that was
timing
I
was
love what Jada
bad.
doing though. I'd be watching all the
Yeah, she's
Red
getting
Table
guests.
Talks. Yeah. What about? I mean,
It's
what you
red
feel? You're married.
tabletop or round red.
Red. I
Red
think it's
Table
red.
Talk. It's Red Table
Red
Talk.
Table
But
Talk.
you know what's funny? Is he's Josh said it how he felt, which
Well, I said what I
talking
felt
about the
about what?
ungrateful stuff in our group chat about
What?
My brother
Aisha,
was going
by
crazy
Aisha.
today.
What was your take? Because my thing is this: we know Josh probably went home and was like, "Look, baby, Christian, you look beautiful, mama."
Nah, she's
like,
not here, so I can't.
Did you text it to her?
Nah, I didn't. But I'm about to. Nah, I mean,
tell him
you
what you
can't
say, feeling like for real in the group chat.
Well, listen, like, I mean, like, I said it shouldn't matter. You know, like, you can't tell a woman how to feel. Like, you can't control how she feels. If that's how she feels, that's how she feels. If it were me, I'd be like, who cares about what they think?
Right.
You know, like,
because you have
that
me?
shouldn't matter. You got me. Like, I mean, I know every woman wants to, like, feel, like, validated by all this out there and all that. But that's, like, I feel like it's just this whole social media culture that's created, like, yo, man, I just posted this picture and I didn't get all these likes.
Yeah.
Like, damn, people aren't checking
I ain't
for
gonna
me
lie,
like
I delete
that.
a picture if it don't get a lot of likes.
Right, and it's just like
you delete it.
right, and it's like, what are we doing now here? Like, you and Steph got something that people would kill for. Like, you know how many people are jealous? You know how many of these groupies out there that are after Steph are trying to break up what you and Steph have?
But see, that's what I think it is.
But so she wants dudes to try and break it up on her
but it's
side,
the thing.
or?
But it's the thing that it's a whole different thing when you're with an athlete. It's a whole different
but she's
situation.
been with an athlete her whole
But-
life.
But bro,
Well,
it's
yeah.
not that deep. I don't think. That's what
You
I'm
don't think
saying.
it's-
Like
yeah.
if I'm the man and I'm like, if I'm taking it that far, like, what you care about what these dudes think? You got me, and we got something special. Like, it's like, no, like the way she said it, it was like, I'm like, okay, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? You want to be like, the only thing is, you gotta word that the right way.
Yeah.
Because it's a social media era, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's like a million dudes finna hit you up. Like, oh,
But that's
'cause
not what you
they
want.
want it, but
Yeah.
it ain't about what she mean. It's about what the narrative is for these stupid
Right.
people.
Do you like that they found
Yeah.
a tweet from 2011 when she was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get my car washed and all these dudes keep talking to me like I'm
Yeah.
engaged, back up." And then someone was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but you want
But
more
you
male
want-
attention."
right.
Yeah.
I was
But
like,
you-
"This is exactly what she's
That's
talking
what the
about."
internet is,
and someone
man.
was like, "This is exactly a great example of how someone can say something and then
Yeah.
15 other people change exactly what she said
Yeah.
and make their own opinion.
Make
out
your
of
own
it.
narrative. Now that's the headline. All the BS media blog stuff, take it and throw
And
it out.
her whole things, I've seen nothing about the headlines or like admits she wish she had more attention or lacks male attention or whatever. And it's like,
right.
but that's not the point of what it is. And I get it because we're journalists and we have to have a crazy headline for people to pay
Yeah,
attention. You
clickbait.
know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
hate
but
that.
it's exactly, and it's
because
like
it's not real.
Right.
exactly.
You see that thing Matt posted in the chat about what she said about, like, she had to tell Steph, like, their sex life or something wasn't what it was, or is that even
No,
real?
I don't know if I seen that
Because I don't know if I believe that was real.
Well, their
said
sex
what?
life
She-
must be on.
She said
because
it ain't crack. Like what she said? Like it ain't.
it got to be
says-
cracked because they got 3 kids.
It's all right.
Gotta
quote,
be.
Steph and I have a great marriage, first and foremost. We've got 3 beautiful kids. We are perfect. Yeah, we are perfect, though. We aren't perfect, though. We have our ups and downs, but the beauty of marriage is our ability to keep blah, 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 blah. I told Steph to his face, hun, you haven't been doing it for me in a long time. This can't be real, right? I haven't
man,
been
make
sexually
sure-
satisfied or pleased in years. Yeah,
There's
that
no
can't-
way she would put that out.
There's
Fam.
no way. Because it
There's
says
no way.
it's from Red Table Talk, but that can't be real. Matt's got to check his sources next
I
time.
gotta read that.
Yeah. You didn't see that
I'll
when he
watch
said
I didn't
that?
see that. No, I've been
Nah,
slacking on this.
that's BS, man. She ain't putting that out there like that.
Yeah. I feel
If
like
she
that.
is, that's,
Right, 'cause that would
that's
be-
nuts. Yeah,
yeah.
you tripping for real. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
that's
looked
gotta
it up.
be-
I don't.
Yeah, you don't see
yeah,
that
you
anywhere
don't see that
except
anywhere.
where
so.
what he
Don't
said.
say that. That's fake.
I mean, and it
that's fake
says like
news.
something on fan cast and stuff, but it doesn't like say anything.
That's like someone taking like stuff and trying to create
That's
a
what I-
headline.
China-
Well, first of all, why did and then Brandon Jennings clapped back at her? Like, why he did that is just freaking stupid.
No, I
He's
heard-
still
well,
salty
Oh,
about
I
not
guess he said
having-
like stop tripping, you're beautiful. I guess,
Yeah.
but see, that's what I'm thinking. That's too many
saw
people.
that
That's too
clip.
many people in their business right there, and that's why I kind of feel like the Red Table Talk could have came out a little bit after because
right.
because I feel like no matter what, I don't care as a journalist, somebody has asked him at a practice or a shoot around or whatever. So there's a lot of attention around your wife, Aisha,
Oh, yeah.
again, and saying
Yeah.
that she doesn't feel she.
'Cause, right,
Somebody,
you've
because
been
as a
in-
journalist, you're going to
And
ask.
we got a game
Yeah.
tonight, a huge
Exactly,
game.
'cause
Yeah,
I don't
and-
want to talk about
And
that.
that's why I say the whole finals thing was different because that was at the end.
Yeah.
But this situation, it's right in the middle. It's like why we should be focusing about other things. We're getting asked about that, and he's not the only one. I'm sure Clay has probably maybe gotten it
Right.
from, or what do you think about this, or what do you think about? Because as a journalist, they're going to ask
Right,
those
because
questions.
you've been in newsrooms and you know, like the sports people are gonna be like, "I'm not asking that." They'll be like, "All right, we're sending a news."
Some people,
and
like
some
the
news
beat writers,
reporter
they
or a
won't
beat
necessarily
writer will be down
do
there
that.
asking all those questions.
If a beat writer asks the home team guy something like that, I'm like, bro, come on, man. I was in OKC, like
So
I
hey,
mean, it
yo,
was
no.
protective.
What what is the situation with Russ and the what's the
Barry,
reporter?
Barry.
What's up with that? What's
like,
up with that?
When I got to OKC, like Russ had he used to answer his questions, but he had an issue with him. So like I remember after the game, I guess Barry asked something that Nick had asked, Nick Gallo, my guy, and I think that it was the same question but reworded. So Russ answered Nick, and then when Barry asked him, he was like, "Nah, I don't, you know." He said, "Well, you know, you answered the question for Nick." He said, "I love Nick." He was like, "You love Nick?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I don't like you." Straight up. I
remember
like that.
when he said that.
Yeah, so it was like something. I think Barry wrote something about him or said something, but I'm glad he answered his question, man. He answered his question in the exit meeting, in the exit interviews.
Oh, this year he did.
He still it was like one. It was like one word or something.
But
it was
that's
either
what's crazy
that,
because
it was the last game, one of the last games of.
Oh yeah, he said thank you for or something like he said.
Oh no, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he said that's a good question, and then didn't answer it. But
that dude must be a legend out there in OKC because a lot of news people they feel like, man, if you're the best player in that state hated you, you probably would need to go.
Yeah.
If they're not answering no question, I mean, you could still write it because other people are asking the question, but it's kind of crazy that like the way that you see them going back and forth. It was just. The one clip that went viral when he literally said, "Russ, you know, da 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 da," and he was like, "Next question." And I was like, "Yo, someone."
It showed all of the times he did that.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing too. Like,
but so he was doing that for entire seasons. And
he
stuff?
did that for like a while. Yeah, he didn't answer.
See, I didn't even know about that till this year.
Yeah, They got a clip where it's like 16 times. He's like,
now.
"Next question, next question, next question." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But see, that's the thing. And Russ, my partner, like probably one of my closest like NBA friends, like people like that, and. You know, I talked to him about that stuff, but you know, he a man. He gonna stand on what he believe. But I ain't like that a lot, man, because it make him look like something that he ain't really he ain't no a-hole like that, bro. He's a great dude.
It made him look bad.
And you know that this is part of your brand, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that, bro. Like, we love you.
Yeah.
I could like probably like 100 people, 100 plus people don't ask me, bro, just tell me what Russ like off the court. I'm like, bro, he the best dude ever. He do everything for his teammates, with his teammates. He sit here and have a conversation like this and chill. He get in between them lines, bro. It's different, and he can't turn it off like some people can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he be still wired up in the interview after the game if they lose or you know.
Yeah.
So it's just that's something with him that. You know, that's something that he gonna continue to work on. He done got better, but at the same time, it's all about like he might need a sports psychologist.
He's a funny dude.
It's part of what makes him great, though.
It is. It's
I would love to see what he's like around like Nina and the kids. Like, I bet it's a completely different.
Mushy,
right?
I believe it.
Right.
He rolling around with that little pup. Like we spent Thanksgiving with them a couple years ago, and he be like it's just a whole different dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting between them lines is crazy though.
Let's go into the fourth quarter, man. How you feel? We got to run through it a little bit quick. Josh, you start off.
How am I feeling? I want to do two things, but we didn't really talk about it. I'm gonna just gloss over this. I don't understand what the Met Gala is. I don't know.
It's like fashion.
I don't get it. It's a lot of
Cam
rich people. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like Cam looked ridiculous. Odell Beckham was wearing a kilt. Like Saquon Barkley had his thighs all out with like a suit and stuff. Like, you know, Katy Perry was a chandelier. Yeah. Like I just don't like.
Somebody had a cheeseburger.
She changed it to a burger.
She changed it to a burger. Same person. So that's what I was trying to figure out.
Oh, but the funniest thing out of the Met Gala, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
When they put Kylie and and whatchamacallit together, the sisters, and then Marlon Wayans put the white chick's picture and said he said now and then or something. He said history always repeats itself.
Well done.
Hilarious, bro. I know they were embarrassed.
I'm confused because I don't know what they do once they go inside. Like, what are they doing?
I don't know what it is. I guess it's just a party inside.
It's like I done seen a movie that it's kind of based on like the Met Gala. It's like dinner. It's like a party, but it's like for highly famous fashionable people, and they get these 50.
Man, they go by
Cardi B look good though.
Yeah,
Cardi B looking good as
a
woman, like growing into a woman and stuff.
Yeah,
and she be speaking some real shit.
I don't really like that. I don't really like that Tiffany Haddish had chicken in her purse. I feel like I understand she's a comedian and stuff. I thought it was. I thought you're being
Stereotype,
like stereotypical
yeah.
black,
like she was
black
cooning
person.
a little bit.
It's not.
yeah.
It's not funny now. Like
No,
I feel like it's coonish now.
Right, but
Like,
isn't that part of her shtick?
It is, but to me, that's why I just watched Nobody's Fool or whatever, and
Yeah.
I just like her character. It's old now.
Yeah, it's
like
old.
it was cool in
the beginning,
in
but she's
Girls Trip, it was
constantly-
cool.
yeah.
But now
You gotta
it's-
evolve.
It's played.
Hey,
I'm
look,
over it.
When
Like,
and I heard Cat Williams in the interview. Cat, everybody know Cat say whatever
Right.
he thinks. Like he's staying.
they
on
be
this
getting
shit.
on him, and he be talking real stuff.
He be talking real shit.
Yeah.
Like he said that about Tiffany Haddish a couple years ago. And I
Yeah.
like her, don't get me wrong. But yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just old. That's your only go to is the ratchet shit.
Right.
Like if
Like,
you
you
can't
gotta
get,
be
you
able
gotta
to-
you gotta give me something like switch something up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's funny, but now other people doing that, it don't
Yeah.
even matter. Like it ain't you know what I'm saying?
Right, like that got you here, and that's
Yeah.
great. But now, like, all right, show
I
some.
need you to you got some versatility
There's
now,
different
baby.
kind
Like,
of
let's go.
comedies. Yeah,
Let's-
you can
you
do
know.
different-
But Cat said he was like, "Hey man, like tell me what she sold out. Like what does she? You
Yeah.
know, what does she do other than that?
Yeah,
Did
nothing.
she switch something up?
No.
Like y'all, and everybody was like, "Oh, Cat hating and all
right.
that." And
Nah, Cat.
I was
It's
like,
true
"Nah,
because
bro,
it's-
I said we gonna see."
Yeah.
So
And he was right. And he was right.
Yeah, but I still
Yeah.
rock with her. But yeah, man, all that little shit like that, it ain't as funny no more. It's time to
Yeah.
switch it up or something.
Yeah, I'm over it.
My part 2 was just so I was gonna just say what you want about Kim K and her past. I think it's dope what she's doing right now. They had that report that came out that said she released or helped release 17 inmates that have been serving lengthy or life sentences for minor, drug, low level
Yeah,
offenses and stuff like that. But for someone that has been criticized her whole public career, and with good reason, it's good to see that she's attempting to use her platform
To help
for
other people.
good, to help other people.
Yeah.
Because, those people that are getting out of jail, like now they're saying she's getting flooded in her inbox with people that are just like, yo, look at my case, whatever. It don't matter who she is or what she did. If you can help
Or
these
if-
people,
yeah,
then do it. If you got the power to do it,
Yeah.
then do it. And that's good.
And I'll give you that, yeah, because I'm not a fan of her.
Yeah,
but,
I'm not a fan of her, but I think
I
that's
like what
people
she's doing.
can change.
Yeah, and I don't think she's doing it necessarily to help.
You think she's doing it for attention?
I think she's doing it for attention, but
But if
who
it helps
cares?
them, who
it's
cares?
getting them out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
you
I ain't
know,
about to go support or watch her show, but I just think.
But I think it's good because
It's good that she's
she obviously
helping.
has a great team because she seems dumb as rocks.
Right,
So-
and someone probably told her to
Damn.
do this, but still, like whatever, however it had to work, it worked. So
You should see me talk about Nick
mission,
Batoon.
if the mission she was on is dope. So whatever the case, if it's out of
Exact-
the kindness of her heart or not, I honestly don't. I think that's more attention because that's what they
Attention, yeah.
do in their family. But that whole shit based off attention based stuff.
Yeah.
But the work was done. And
Yeah.
that's honorable. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
that's what's up.
facts.
How
you
I feel, man. My cousin's retarded. My cousin Samaj, who Josh was just on FaceTime with, says Shia LaBeouf is a legend.
I don't even
Shia
know
LaBeouf
what
isn't
bro
a
do.
legend. If you do know
I
who
gotta
that is,
Google
is a
his
dude who
movies.
played in Even Stevens. That ran for a while on what's it called?
That's Disney
On
or
Disney
something?
Channel, yeah. And I mean, he was in Holes, and you do know him. He was in Transformers,
was
like the first
Transformers.
3
Oh,
Transformers.
the
or
little,
whatever.
yeah,
the white dude, yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean,
Okay.
he's had some decent stuff, but like the
He was
movies that
good
he
as
put
like
out.
a kid
No, I
star.
like him.
Yeah, no, but he's not a
My bad.
legend.
Yeah, I
He's
do
not
know
a
that.
legend.
Nah, I
Like then we
wouldn't go
started talking about stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm not just putting black movies in. Like I told him, I was like, you can't put Brown Sugar on the same level as Love and Basketball. Those are just two different things.
different
Like
things.
he was like, no, that's a legend
Legendary.
movie. I said, no, it's not. It's
You don't think Brown Sugar's a
Brown
legend?
Sugar's not. To me, Brown Sugar's not a classic movie. Now I love Brown Sugar. But it's not on a classic like where you know it like Boys in the Hood and you can recite it like that, or you can recite it like Love and Basketball, or you can recite it like Baby Boy. Brown Sugar is it's lower than that. You can say it's a little bit or whatever. Either way, it's
like
lower
one,
than
it's
that.
like the second
one and
tier.
one
of-
A, yeah, it's like-
Yeah,
second-
it's not the
second
first. It's not
tier
the
of
first
all- of
tier.
those
Like,
kind of
I would
come
movies.
on,
consider
bro.
it a classic, but I think there's levels to the classic.
Exactly. Like I just feel like Shia LaBeouf, he's in a lot of stuff. He's not a legend. You want to say he's a legend? If you have to put it in there, you gonna have to say someone like Hannah
throwing the
Montana. You have to
legendary
say
out.
someone like
Legend,
crazy
yeah.
right
But I'm
now,
saying
like-
you would have to say someone like, for instance, like Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, for this sort of amount of things. And if you look, it's not for a whole bunch of black people we may know, but what she did and the things that she sold for the Disney brand, for how many movies and TV shows and all that stuff, that's a legend. Like Mary Kate and Ashley,
Yeah.
legends, because they have. I think they still have the most movies and shows because they had a million. Like Mary Kate and Ashley go to Paris.
See,
They
I
go
didn't
down the
even know they did
street.
movies.
They go
Yeah.
make a pizza. They have a sleepover. They had 1,000,001. Like they're one of the biggest running like biggest twins out there. So I mean, my cousin's retarded, man. Dude says Shia LaBeouf's a legend. I like Shia LaBeouf, but he's not
I didn't
a legend.
know he
Sorry,
like. I couldn't name a movie outside of Transformers.
Exactly, he couldn't either. He
Yeah, I
googled
don't
it. He
even know
googled
about
it.
that.
He googled it and then screenshotted it to me, and I said,
Was he
"You
in,
just proved it to me."
Eagle Eye. Y'all seen Eagle Eye? That movie?
He's. I'm gonna tell you
That
the ones
wasn't him.
that
That was somebody
that
else.
he brought
Was
it
he in
up,
Eagle
but
Eye?
he's.
Tax Collector was the last movie he was in.
He was in it. Like he showed me a whole bunch of stuff that ones that you wouldn't even know that actually he was in. So
He said he a legend.
yeah, he's.
Why y'all talking about him though?
Right. Yeah. First and foremost.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He brought that up and
Yeah, Eagle Eye. You're right. He was in
yeah,
Eagle
I
Eye.
don't know.
He was in
Dude,
Eagle Eye, right?
Eagle Eye, 2008.
yeah,
yep.
so yeah, he brought
I
it up
mean,
in
he's
his
not
movie.
I like him as an actor with the movies that I've
Yeah,
seen him in.
he's
but-
all right.
Yeah.
I don't know about it.
How you feel? Ant? Tell
I
me.
feel great, man. I guess I'll talk about what I got, what else I had going on. Feel great, man. Working out. Shout out to my little homie Kennedy Meeks, my boy Bo, player UNC Charlotte.
Gotta get Kennedy on the pod. one of
Nick
these days.
Blanco, Evan Harville, man. We getting it in the gym, man. Got the clothing company, Own Sense of Style, OwnSenseOfStyle.com.
Still waiting for something.
Sold out, man. You got to get on it quick, man.
I tried to before it was even out, but you didn't.
It was in L.A. I didn't have it.
I'm just saying. You said you got to get on before you quick, and I just want to look in the camera and say that I did. I just didn't get anything.
Whatever. OwnSenseOfStyle.com, at OwnSenseOfStyle on Instagram. My podcast, my homie Justin, man, Justin Jack. It's the Life podcast on.
Yeah,
we not like
I
them
like
yet.
those.
They got everything.
Hey,
we don't
baby,
have
we
all this,
sponsored
y'all.
too.
Right.
Yeah.
Big
Oh, y'all
time.
sponsored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta sit down with y'all. We gotta get it rocking. Come on, Justin.
Man, first of all, he doesn't have a chain on. I have this little Trinidad piece, and you got ice. So
Right.
clearly, you're doing a
We're
lot better than
behind.
us.
Right.
Don't worry about that. That's a different thing. No, but and then like AMO Charities. Follow AMO Charities on Instagram.
Yep.
Still working
Yeah, let
with
them
the
know
real
where
estate stuff, grinding up, man. Just
Let them know where they
educating
can follow
myself
you
on
at
stuff.
too.
Young Fresh, YUNG Fresh on IG, Mr. Anthony Morrow on Twitter, AMO Charities on IG, like I said, on Sense of Style, man.
Get it.
.com.
Get on it right now, man. I'm not even gonna talk about the watch you have on. So
Relax.
You
So
go.
you worry about the wrong thing, man.
Right.
Worry about the wrong
Look, man,
stuff.
what they say, man.
Who was wearing the Balenciaga sweater you talked about like all
Josh
episode
Richardson.
long? Yeah.
Josh Richardson.
I
Yeah.
know you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I went to college with him, so he always he
yeah.
always shows love whenever he comes to Charlotte. He'll do
Where
my
he
podcast
went?
stuff.
Did he go to Tennessee?
He went to Tennessee.
Yeah.
We went to Tennessee together.
Yeah, he from Oklahoma.
Edmond. Mhm.
Edmond. Yeah, I used to
Yep.
live in Edmond.
Yeah,
I love Edmond.
he's that's another dude that we wouldn't have thought was gonna get there.
Yeah.
He thought he was going overseas or
Yep.
he was gonna have to. Then just second round got put in a perfect position.
Found
boy.
his niche.
Yeah.
That's all it's
Man,
about. Mm-hmm.
get a hole, go right through it. So
Want to say something, Fat? Say
go
something.
ahead.
I don't really know.
Listen, you're gonna look back on this and be like, man, I should have said this. You're gonna get in the car with your dad, like, man, I should have talked about my game.
You
today.
always do
Right.
that. Tell him about the game Friday. You got a game Friday?
Tell them about your game so everybody
Yeah,
can
get
come.
the people to come out.
Okay.
You got to talk in the mic though.
Talk in the mic like this, like I'm doing.
Right here.
Yeah.
What game you got Friday?
A football game.
Hey.
Where at?
At Carolina Courts and Fields.
What position
Hell
you
no.
play?
Flag.
No, what position you play?
All of them.
All of them.
There you go.
Quarterback.
Just tell
Well,
them
there
to
you
give you
go.
the ball. All of them.
Yeah, man.
Little Cam Newton in the building.
Right.
Oh, wait, first of all,
Oh.
let's talk about that real quick. 5
Wait,
seconds.
what?
5 seconds. You know that he just talked about this whole celibacy thing, and then
Oh, she's pregnant.
his chick comes out and says mother of 5. Are you freaking serious,
Bro,
bro?
that was the day after.
Practice
right
what you
after
preach,
the month
bro.
ended.
No, that wasn't that.
The day
She either when
How
he-
many months is
when
she
he said that she had to be pregnant before he came out with the celibacy thing. No wonder why you want to be celibate. You're having your fourth kid. That's why you're being celibate. You're
Hey,
not trying
man,
to
that's
focus.
a-
Get
that's
out
a
of
choice.
here.
I heard,
That's a choice.
Yeah.
He
man, I'm
said, "I
praying for
heard,
my
yeah."
boy Cam, man.
Listen, he
There's
on
a
it.
lot going on.
Did
man.
you
He's going
did
to-
you hear what I said earlier? He was like, "Dang, you be going hard on here," and I was like, "You should hear me talk about Nick Batum."
Oh, man, I already know.
Nah, I'll be nice to Nick.
Lay off
Some
Nick.
days.
Nah, he
Right.
got how many years left? 2 years on that?
2
It don't
years,
matter what Nick
52
got left. You
mil
know why?
left.
Because he's set for life with
Bad.
that
He
thing.
gave him 120.
Right.
I'd be happy for
Man
dudes
went
like
0 for 10 one game and said, "Don't care." Still made $20 million.
Don't
this
matter.
year.
Would you turn down that
$45
money?
million.
Nope.
Would you say I know I'm not
Yo,
worth
did you
this
see
contract?
it? He sent me. Josh
He's
sent me the
bad.
thing. Did you see the video of the dude, the little boy, not the little boy, but the guy that was like laughing, saying that he could have scored 7 points like Kyle Lowry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw
He was
it.
like, "Boy, you put me in the NBA. I could give you 7
Man, I
points.
hate
I could
that.
give you 3 buckets."
That's my guy, Kyle Lowry.
Dudes don't be realizing how hard it is to score
Shoot.
a
Nah, big
basket in
facts.
the NBA.
I'd
It's
probably get
hard.
swapped
Yeah,
every
but for
2
$99
seconds.
million, you better figure it out.
Oh,
All right.
you need to figure that out. That's a different
Right.
ballgame.
Yeah, that's a
Gotta
little
do
bit
something.
Episode 25 in the books. Hey, I took
Hey.
your line, Josh.
I
My
know
bad.
you did.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, y'all.
Thanks, Ann, for coming on the pod, man. I've been trying to get you
Yeah.
on for a little minute, so thank you
I
for
know.
sitting down.
I got it.
You a
done.
busy guy.
Yeah, it's
That's
rocking.
cool. I'll take a Rolex as a present.
Oh wow.
No problem. Small one. Don't gotta be as big
I
as
know you
yours.
got me back, man.
Right.
You got me
I'll
back.
pay you back.
Yeah, y'all got sponsors and everything.
Yeah,
Let's
I
go.
got you.
Yeah, shout out to Enoch Agency.
Yeah, our sponsor is Agent.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Wow.
He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, might let him rep me.
Big time.
Hey man, tell them call me, man.
Get him on the
Man.
phone.
Word.
All right, y'all. Episode 25 in the books. As always, don't be good.
Be great.
Cheer.